I'm ready to hear the update of the autopsy in Mississippi. Stop holding his body hostage. Stop holding his autopsy hostage. Stop doing all this Mickamaroar, Mississippi. Mississippi want to hold their autopsy and talking about, yeah, you pay for your private, release yours first. Where they do that at? You know Mississippi is still corrupt because Mississippi, if you ain't got nothing to hide, then be God. Put the autopsy already up and out there. But they was not expecting black men to step up for the black family. They didn't see this coming. So I got this video here. Ben Crump, Al, is going to be talking about the update of the autopsy. I'm going to give my commentary at the end. So let's see what's going on. And Nolan Wells' life matters. I also will give you guys an update and talk about the funeral. You guys know his funeral today. Okay. Nolan lives matter. Nolan lives matter. All right. Check this out. I want you guys to look at something.
Be mindful of the fact that these two parents have just funeralized their son, and we would hope you respect that. They just got off the phone with Tyler Perry, thanking him again for paying for the funeral, and now
thank you, Tyler,
matching me and putting up now a $100,000 reward for anyone that gives information that directly leads to the arrest and prosecution and conviction of someone if a crime was committed. We are committed in Nash Action Network and other organizations to stand for this family. It does not end with the funeral. We intend to be vigilant on this local investigation.
That's right.
And we intend to push as hard as we can to find out what happened. What was this cause of this tragedy? Clearly, the inconsistencies and unanswered questions leaves a serious cloud. We are not making direct accusations, and we don't appreciate those that are making them against Nolan. We want the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes the truth is also something that is required. So we'll take your questions, Attorney Ben Crump and I, and if you have something that is that you want to ask the family. Again, if you go beyond the boundaries of what is appropriate, I will stop the question, not the family, because they're not here to be ridiculed. They're here because they're mourning and they had enough heart to say they will come with us to the press conference.
Just very briefly, I want to thank Reverend Al, Sharpton, and National Action Network, and Mr. Tyler Perry, because we're in a ferocious search for the truth. And we know there were hundreds of people on Horn Island. Many of them have contacted us saying that they believe that they need to tell the family their truths directly. For whatever reasons, they said, we may call the law enforcement agencies, but we want to tell you all the truth of what we saw or what we videotaped or photographs we took. And we believe that everybody should want the same thing, the truth. And it is imperative, as soon as possible, do not let time continue. It's been 2 weeks now almost. Let's intensify, and that's why I'm grateful for the reward. Let's intensify this search for the truth, because they have a tendency to sweep things under the rug as time goes by. We don't want too much time to go by when memories get foggy, when people start to feel pressure. They heard a law enforcement person say no foul play, and they don't feel like if they say anything, it's going to be attacked. No. tell us we want to evaluate every aspect to be able to give Christine and Elmore answers as to why Nolan Wells is dead and not with us. And so with that, we will take your questions if you have any.
Please identify your outlet and say your name.
Tristan Smith from Dayline NBC. First, thank you for allowing us here today. I'm praying for your family, and I hope you get answers to your questions soon. I just wanted to know, with the community turnout, the football players and the state reps, everybody came out today. What does that mean to you and your family?
That means a lot. Again, that is a testament to who Nolan is and was as a person, how many people he touched. It's also a testament to those who have questioned our parenting, what type of parents we are to all of our children. And we just cannot thank our community enough for rallying around us during this time. Also, again, to Colin Kaepernick, Tyler Perry, Byron Allen, just so much love from places we could have never imagined. And we're grateful. Thank you.
Danielle Willis, WJTV out of Jackson. And again, my condolences as well to you all. We are praying for you in your time. And what would transparency look like to you all? I know we spoke about transparency during the eulogy. What are you hoping and wanting from investigators?
The truth. I think that we need to hear exactly with evidence of what they say happened. I think that part of what embellished the concerns we had was for someone in law enforcement here to say, we see no foul play. So they're really going to have to show us one way or another where they go from here. The fact is that you cannot convince many of us, given the unanswered questions, cell phones, stuff taken off the cell phone, keys, all of which was at first denied. And no one turned, they did not come to the family. The family started missing him and searching for him. All of that does not.
Woo! I'm sorry I gotta interrupt, but that's wrong. Y'all got the keys and the phone. First of all, when you left that boy on that island and you got his keys, turn y'all asses around and go back to the island. Okay? That black boy on the island by himself with all them other white boys and white people and races and shit like that. And you his real friends, you his real brother. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no way. My mama on an island and I'm on a boat and I'm like, damn, I got her phone and keys. But we all know they intentionally took his fucking phones and keys. But I'm just saying, if it was a mistake, turn this boat around. I need to be able to contact my mama. She on this island by herself and she needs to have phone or something. Okay, and I don't like my mama on no damn island without her phone and keys. Turn this boat around, or when I get to the dock, I'm about to head out. Everybody going there for 4th of July. It should be busy. You can find somebody. They got enough money to buy a boat. They got enough money to get somebody to go back out there and get a boy their keys and goddamn, whatchamacallit. Okay, that's just irresponsible now. Let's go.
Add up. So what we would want to see is something that adds up to the same truth, not adds up to just some loosely connected stories.
The only thing I would add to Reverend Al's answer to your question, what is transparency to us? It is truly having a fair and impartial investigation as if Nolan, the facts were reversed. It's inescapable. People often talk about, well, you all keep interjecting race. Well, y'all know in every situation that is a identifier when you're talking about matters.
I know y'all lying about that. First of all, on your ID, it got your damn race. This country was built on race. Hell, give me a break. Give me a break. If we have a black Superman, y'all gonna make it about race. If we got a black Spider-Man, y'all gonna make it about race. If we got a black Batman, y'all gonna make it about race. Lord, can you imagine if it came out with a movie and it's a black Jesus? Y'all gonna make it about race? Give me a goddamn break. Hell, you know what the optics are. All that fake shit. Okay, let me stop. Go ahead and play. I ain't gonna say nothing no more.
You know, we hear black on black crime. It's inescapable. And so we want to really be able to say to this family, but to America, it was a fair investigation. Everything they did had the roles being reversed racially, where they had 3 young black men and a white man died after being on the boat. You have a cell phone. Those are the things that we're searching for. Did you search their phones? You know, we talking about Nolan's phone. Those are the questions that transparency, the autopsy, you know, we waiting for it. It shouldn't take that long. We want those answers. And so transparency is giving complete equity to this family, a fair and thorough, impartial investigation where we know that due process was respected every step of the way. And many have questions. And so we are trying to be respectful and collaborative as much as we can. We will hope that they will give the same to us.
Attorney Crump, we talked before about situations like this, and I'm just wondering, does it bother you a little bit that we don't have that news conference where officials are given a timeline, where they map things out for what they know, where they share as much information as they have with the public? Because obviously people are paying attention.
Yeah, you know, Ryan, it's always troublesome to all of us when these investigations just take forever. I mean, 6 months to get a toxicology report back, to get an autopsy done, as if, you know, the longer we let it go, the more people forget. Other things happen.
I'm not forgetting.
That's what's important, to have a timeline. And when you don't have that timeline, you start to say, oh, what Nolan Wells, what happened? I mean, I remember that case, but we got no answers. And so that's the trouble without having a timeline.
That's what they want.
That's why the people who are calling us, I mean, we have people presenting videos, and it's so helpful as we try to put this puzzle together. People are talking about their boats, and when they were out there, and when they were in earshot of Nolan and people on the boat, we need all of that information because we want to make sure what goes to the grand jury is accurate. Right. We know when it goes to the grand jury, we never will know what happened in that grand jury. That's why we're collecting affidavits. Did this get presented to the grand jury? It's never lost on me. It's never lost on me. You can get an indictment on a ham sandwich in the grand jury if you want to. The question is, are you trying to get to the truth? Or are you trying to help keep the truth hidden from us? And that's what we're fighting for. The last thing I would say is this, and it's important. You know, there are people who are presenting videos, photographs that may show Nolan was on the boat with the person, Katie. We got the full event that I respect so much what my mentor, Reverend Al, said up there. We're going to go wherever the truth leads us. We want the truth, no matter who it implicates or exonerates. We want justice, no matter who it acquits or convicts. So we know they're telling 2 different stories. You know, the boys telling one story, Katie telling one story. What is the truth?
One more question, just Officer Mom and Dad, thank you for doing this news conference with us. But so many people in the community, both black and white, showed up today. Coaches said that they would love to have your son be their son. When you hear men and teammates reflect on your son's life in the way they have, can you explain to us what that sounds like in yours?
To me, that sounds like me and my wife did an excellent job at raising a fine young man.
Yes.
No one was loved by many, both young and old. He helped a lot of people. No matter if you were regular or handicapped, people still love Nolan. He will help special needs. He will help special needs kids all the time. Basketball, teach them how to play basketball. I mentioned in my speech about getting phone calls and emails. There was a father who asked Nolan to help his special needs son train basketball, and Nolan didn't willing. And that made that kid's day. And he seen me out with it, and he couldn't stop thanking me and praising me enough for the son that I raised and how much they went to his son. So, as far as I'm concerned, we did a great job.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
One more question. Tell me, didn't make 4.5. We were asking, did you guys ever get the incident report back? We know it was an issue getting that.
No, we brought it up in our meeting, so hopefully we will address that. Won't be today, but we will address that.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ken. I'm from DFW Night Shift Crime in Dallas, Texas. Just want to offer my condolences to you. I wanted to ask you, what does honoring Nolan legacy look like for your family moving forward? Are there any foundations, scholarships, community initiatives, or causes you hope people will support in his memory?
Absolutely. This is actually something my cousin Keezy and I have briefly discussed. But of course, with everything that's going on, we want things to kind of cool down a little bit. My husband and I, honestly, we have not fully processed this. We have not fully grieved Nolan, but that is the plan, is to come up with some foundation, just honor him, but also to United Cajun Navy. Big help. Boots on the ground almost immediately after I spoke with Josh Gill. So, we have to remember those types of organizations in our communities and utilize them, but also give back to them. So that is our hope, that we'll be able to give as much as we've been given during this time.
Yeah.
Steve Smith with the Associated Press. Is there any update to the independent autopsy that you guys requested?
Yeah, that's what we want to
And just
know.
on that last question, very good question. Christine and Elmore and Cliff Jones and Lisa Park at office, they talk frequently, and that's one of the things she stressed at the funeral service. She wanted to celebrate his life and define what his legacy will be. So we look forward to working to define his legacy. Nobody else is going to define his legacy but the people who knew him best. Yeah. As it relates to the independent autopsy, we are looking to have findings sooner rather than later. Obviously, you want stuff from the first autopsy because they had the body closer to time. We got the body almost 6 days later, Dr. Roger Mitchell. So there are limitations as to what he could do. So, you do the best you can, but there are unanswered questions. So he's getting his report together. I believe it will be coming very soon. Yeah.
Let me take one. I'm going to take three more. 1, 2, and come back to you.
Reverend with People Magazine. I also want to extend my condolences and to thank you for allowing the media to come. I know you didn't have to allow us to be here. I just had 2 small questions, both related to cell phones. One of the things that came out of your meeting with the local DA was that you agreed you would both analyze Nolan's phone. I wanted to know when that might take place. And the other was that at the end of the last press conference, you said that, Ben, you said we wanted everybody's cell phones looked at. So that, to me, that meant the other young men that were with Nolan that day. Did you communicate that to the DA, and what did she say? If so, have they analyzed their phones? Do they plan to?
I did communicate that to the district attorney. Whether they're going to do that, that's a question that you have to ask them. But we thought that it's only fair if we're going to look at Nolan's phone, we should look at the other people who were with Nolan that
I gotta say something about that. We want to look at the white boy's phone. Yeah. If the white boys, y'all love Nolan so much, he was like a brother to us, then you will want to help. You will want to help to say, hey, anything y'all need? Okay. You want my phone? Take my phone. Do it. I have nothing to hide. Ain't that right, y'all? Press 2 if you know I'm right. Okay, but they trying to fight. They don't want to give the phones up because they got something to hide. That's what they're going to try to make it hard. And as far as the autopsy report, look, Ben Crump and Al Sharpton, y'all do not show that autopsy first. Make Mississippi State put their autopsy out here first. They are playing games in our faces. The Mississippi, they will not release the autopsy. They playing games. They waiting on a private one. You know damn well if it was no private one, they would have already put that shit up out here. You see the games they play? You see they are all in cahoots working together. It's the white system. That's why I got to give it up to these black men, Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, Tyler Perry, because they are going against the white system. And that's why they keep on doing all these lawsuits and all this negative news report on Tyler Perry and everybody else, because he is going to put the money up for the black people to get black justice in America. And they can't stand that shit. They can't stand it, honey. Woo! Let me stop. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
because again, we just want equal justice. We think that if Nolan was on that boat, roles were reversed, they would look at his phone, and so that is going to be important. We have not established a time yet of when we're going to do the mutual inspection of the cell phone. We have to do some technical things. We're getting our experts together, working with phone companies and so forth, but we hope to do that sooner rather than later. This was a big first step for the family getting through the day, so now we can get laser focused on all those things to finish this investigation.
Well, also with WLOX, Ben, you had mentioned that it had been a couple of days, I think you had said 6 days since after the state's autopsy was done before you were able to get access to the body. I know whenever it first came out, it was being flown to DC and then autopsy planned for that Friday. Can you confirm when that autopsy was done?
They had weather issues, so I do think they got the body Friday night or Saturday morning, around that time.
Was that the same day that the autopsy was?
I can't confirm that. I know they received the body, and I think they immediately went to it. It would be in the report the date they did the autopsy.
Okay.
Yes.
Miss Selena Charles, the Purpose of the People. You guys are supposed to be having a rally on the 26th. Is that still on our time?
Well, I think that was the community, people who are activists who we're very grateful, standing up, demanding a fair and impartial investigation. And we want to say thank you to all the community leaders and activists standing up saying, no, we want a timeline. We want transparency. We want them to check cell phones. We want everything that you would have done had it been your child. So that's what they're going to be talking about on the 26th.
Woo! Honey, did y'all hear all that? Did y'all hear all that? Now, can I say something? Can I say something, please? Press 5 if I can say something about this. I really want to say something. If y'all would be so kind to allow me to say something, I would like to say something now. Ooh, and do y'all want me in the future to start opening up the lines? Do y'all want to say something too? Press 7 if y'all want me to start opening up these phones line so y'all can say something too, because I know y'all got a word too, because you know, honey, we all want to talk, right? We all got something to say, as we should. And I want to hear what y'all got to say too. But y'all, when I tell you, I sat through this whole press conference and I had to stop the video 3 times just to breathe. I had to stop it, y'all, because when I tell you what I saw and more importantly, what I didn't see, honey, we got a problem. And the problem ain't just Mississippi. The problem is we keep acting like Mississippi gonna suddenly grow a conscience. Mississippi ain't gonna change, y'all. Press 5 if Mississippi ain't gonna change, okay? Like the state that gave Emmett Till is gonna wake up and grow up. Okay, it's gonna wake up, and tomorrow they're gonna say, well, you know what? We was wrong. Let us make this right. No, 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 no. But we got God. Woo! Honey, we are God's chosen people. Press 10 if you believe that. That's what they keep on telling me, honey. We are God's chosen people. But God is on our side, honey. And with God, we can overcome. Do you believe it? Press 15 if you believe with God you can overcome anything. But first, let me tell you what happened at this funeral, because what happened at the funeral wasn't just a goodbye. It was a setup. So Ben Crump and Al Sharpton got up there after the funeral, and Ben Crump, who I respect, who I got love for, Ben said something that made me pause. He said, if a crime was committed, I said, what if a crime was committed? Then Al Sharpton, who I respect also, Al Sharpton said, we are not making direct accusations. And I'm sitting here like, honey, see that they must be saying that for the optics. An 18-year-old boy went to an island with white people, and an island, and with the white boys, he did not look. He came back dead. And they said drowned. But they took his phone. They took his keys. They didn't call his mama. What type of crap is this? His mama had to go look for him. Did the boys join the mama? If you was his real brother, talking about, well, we are like a brother. That's like my brother. Well, nigga, join the mama in the hunt. If that was my brother, okay, mama, you going out there looking for Nolan? Let's go too. We was the last one with him, so we will go. Y'all boys, right? Y'all brothers, y'all family. It's Shalata 4th. It's Shalata effing 4th. She's supposed to be celebrating with her family, popping fireworks and all that crap. Now she got to look for her son, and y'all asses ain't going to help her look, giving her a hard time about the keys and the phone. Y'all were acting suspicious. Bitch, don't play with me, ho. Ooh, I'm sorry I cussed y'all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. And honey, we're not making no direct accusations. That's what Al Sharpton said that pissed me off. Honey, when I tell you, the only people who say, let's not make this shit about race, are the same people who make it about race the minute they saw Nolan was black. Hello. Now that's the truth. And the truth don't need permission to speak. And honey, the same people that don't make it about race, well, don't make it about race. If this was a white person, do everything you would do for the white person if the white person was in Nolan's shoes. Y'all would have been had this investigation. Y'all would have been had the autopsy. We should not see a difference in the system. Okay, but every time we see a big difference in the system when it comes to race, so spare me. And like I said, if we got a black Batman tomorrow, if we had a black a black mermaid, honey, didn't they ask make it about race when we had a black mermaid? Press 3 if they made it about race when we had a black mermaid. Bitch, don't you? Oh, I'm sorry to cuss. Don't you come my face. It ain't about a race. Let tomorrow it be a black Batman, a black Santa Claus. Don't you come out with a movie and it's a black Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. So honey, they talking about autopsy update, right? An independent autopsy. Dr. Roger Mitchell got the body 6 days later. Y'all asking about the independent. How about asking about the Mississippi? The Mississippi had it 6 days before. Y'all ain't pressing their ass. Look, and I think the independent autopsy, I think y'all need to hold off and pressure Mississippi State to release that autopsy they got so we can see the lies they got, expose their ass for the crooks they are. But 6 days in Mississippi heat. Now, I'm not a doctor, honey. I'm not a scientist, but I know what 6 days do to a body of water. I know what evidence look like after 6 days, and they talking about limitations. Limitations, my ass. That's the word they keep on using. You notice that? Limitation. When I tell you the state of Mississippi had that body first, had it for days, child, weeks. And then they get it give it to the family for an independent autopsy 6 days later. That's not a limitation. That's a damn strategy. That's a delay tactic. That's what you do when you want evidence to what? Disappear. They still don't have the results. Still waiting. 2 weeks almost. 2 weeks. And we still don't know shit. But the white boys, honey, they on, did you know, the one of them boats, honey, they got lawyers. Just like that. They got lawyers. They got stories. They got 2 different stories. Actually, one boy saying one thing, Katie saying another. And the police said no foul play before they even had an investigation, child. Okay, so you know this shit is corrupt. Before they even check them damn phones, before they even talk to anybody, what they keep saying, no foul play, no foul play. That ain't no damn investigation. That's a declaration, baby. And that's Mississippi declaring that they always declare when a black body show up dead around white hands. Hello. Now, Tyler Perry. Woo, I got to give it up for my brother, Tyler Perry. No wonder why they keep on suing you for some zesty bullshit. Okay? Because you standing up for black folks. Because you out here putting money up to get justice for black boys and black families. Hello. No wonder. I understand why they keep on throwing your ass in a bad media. I see now. And honey, I got to give it up because a real man put money where his mouth is. A real man is a protector of the community. A real man shows up when we need him. And I got to give him his flowers because ain't nobody else doing it. All these rappers, they got all these whores. They got all this money. They just flying here, dollar there, all that goddamn jang. And they ain't giving up shit. Okay, they ain't giving up goddamn thing. Okay, and honey, I got to give it up for Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry paid for the funeral. He ain't have to do it, but he did it. And he put up $100,000 for information, $100,000 for information. Somebody gonna end up talking. And then Ben Crump mashed it, child. So now we got what, 200? A lot of money on the table. No, it was 50, and then it was matched with another 50, $100,000. Anyway, I'm sitting here thinking when I tell you, $100,000 is a beautiful thing. It's a necessary thing, but it's also a sad thing. But this is America, so what the hell do we expect? This is a capitalist country. Don't they say it's a capitalist, all about money, 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 money? So what the fuck you expect in America? Because we shouldn't have to pay for the truth. But this is America. You pay for everything. You pay for water. They're going to want us to pay for air in a minute, okay? Shit. The truth should be free. But this is America. It's a capitalistic country. You ain't paying for nothing for free. Okay? The truth should be what the police give you. Bullshit. The truth should be what the state give you. The truth should be what you get when your child don't come home from a party. But no, not in Mississippi, honey. The truth got a damn price tag. And even with $100,000, even with every black organization standing up, even with the whole country watching, I don't trust Mississippi to deliver justice. I just don't, y'all, because Mississippi is not just a place. Mississippi is a spirit. It's a dark spirit. Oh my God. It's a spirit that's been killing black boys since before they had names for it, child. And that spirit don't break because Tyler Perry wrote a damn check. That spirit break when God say it's time, and God is watching, honey. So Ben Crump said they're going to look at Nolan's phone, and they want the other boy's phone to be looked at too. And I agree with that. Press 4 if you agree with that. Yeah, we want to see what's in the white boy's phone. And the white boys, they should bring it up. They're like brothers. They like family. So what you got to hide? You will want to help the investigation. But they ain't helping. They ain't been helping. They ain't been helping, honey. All they doing is pointing at Katie. Katie. Shut the fuck up about Katie. What about y'all? Why you take the keys? Why you take the phone? Why y'all separated the keys and the phone? Why you ain't spin the block when you found out you had his keys and his phone? Did he tell you to take his keys and his motherfucking phone? He didn't tell your white ass to take his keys and his phone, but you did it anyway. Your asses, y'all went here, docking there, dock y'all ass back to the island and find Nolan to give him and got his keys and his phone. It's the 4th of July. People want their shit on the 4th of July, okay? Honey, tell me, well, we don't even know. Well, get your ass back on the island and try to find out where he at, okay? Honey, finally, some sense. But then he said they haven't established a timeline. They're getting the experts together, working with phone companies. I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, honey, if this was 3 black boys and a white boy died on that boat, those phones would have been checked that damn night. And that's what we're talking about this racism shit. You know what I'm saying? If the roles were reversed, shit would be different. Okay, it needs to be the same for all parties, but it ain't. And it ain't never gonna be. So, those boys would have been in custody if the roles were reversed that night, honey. And that autopsy would have been done that night, and the toxicology would have been back that goddamn night. But because it's Mississippi, because it's the Devil Horns Island, because it's a black boy who went to a goddamn party with white boys, we gotta wait. Damn. We gotta be patient. We got to not make direct accusations. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's Al Sharpton. I'm not Al Sharpton, clearly. When I tell you the patience of black people is not a virtue, it's a survival mechanism. We learn because we had to, because I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. I want justice. I want peace, and I want it now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not after the phones get checked, not after the autopsy get limited, not after the white boys get to come home and sleep in their beds and laugh about what happened on that damn boat, okay? I want it now. Now, the mama, honey Christine, my heart goes out to her. She got up there. She said something that broke me, child. She said they haven't fully processed. You know what I'm saying? They haven't fully processed this shit. And they haven't fully grieved. And girl, I felt that. Because when you're fighting for justice, you don't get to grieve, right? You don't get to just sit down and cry and let that shit out. You got to be strong. You got to be organized. You got to be at the press conference early in the morning. I don't know about you. I don't want to get up in the motherfucking morning. And you got to be all these meetings. You got to talk to all these people. You got to go to all these rallies. Hell. And then the daddy, he said something too. He said Nolan helped special needs kids, taught them basketball, made a Father's Day just being kind to his son, okay? Yeah. And I'm sitting here listening to this like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking, this is who they killed? This is who Mississippi is trying to disappear. Not a thug, not a criminal, not somebody who shouldn't have been there. I'm talking an 18-year-old who helped special need kids. See, that's the devil. The devil wanted to take him away because, he has so much light on him. You know what I'm saying? A boy who had a future. He could have been our next president. You never know. A boy who had a mama and a daddy who loved him. And they want us to wait. They want us to be patient. They want us to not make direct accusations. When I tell you, God do not sleep. God do not sleep, and God sees what Mississippi hides. Amen? So here's what I need y'all to understand. This ain't just about Nolan Wells. This is about every black boy who went to a party and did not come back home. Every black boy who got drowned in Mississippi. Every black boy who the police said no foul play before they even looked. This is about Emmett Till. This is about the spirit of Mississippi that think it can keep doing this shit forever. But I got news for your ass, Mississippi. I got news for the uncivilized. I got news for the ones who think they can hide behind lawyers and delays and all this limitation bullshit. God is watching your ass, and God don't need a grand jury. God don't need an autopsy. God don't need a Mississippi mission to deliver justice. And honey, with God, with God, we can overcome. We can overcome, but we don't overcome by being quiet. God didn't give me all this mouth to just shut the hell up. No. We don't overcome by being patient. We don't overcome by waiting for Mississippi to grow a heart. Hell no. We overcome by standing up, speaking out, by sharing this video, by keeping Nolan's name alive, by not letting them sweep another black boy under the rug of that dirty Mississippi water. So here's your survival manual. Share this video. Comment Nolan's name. Tag everybody you know. Make Mississippi know we watching. Make them know we ain't going nowhere. Make them know that $100 is just the beginning, baby, because the real reward is when God exposes what they hiding. And we will. He will, because God don't sleep and neither do we. Nolan Wells, say his name. Nolan Wells, justice for Nolan. And God bless the family. God bless everybody fighting. And God bless the ones who think they got away with this shit, because God got a special blessing for you too, boo. Okay? Okay? Honey.